250s. Boy, McLeod and Fadley are even on points and have been fighting toe-to-toe for the upper foot in the AP 250 class. Nobody knows who'll win that one. It's going to be tough for McLeod, though, because she broke her wrist here last year, Barry. And then what about the 150s, which are coming up quite shortly? That is going to be an absolute incredible race. Cole McKinley, Paz, he is leading the championship there, and what a guide that to keep an eye on. But this circuit, Barry, what do you think?
Well, as you know, Steve, and now everybody else is going to know, this is my first trip to Suzuka. It's taken me all my life to get here. So it's ticked off the bucket list already. It's a fantastic circuit. It's got the contours, the really challenging long turns, the disorienting snake of curves during the first sector of the lap. And it's just a fast track. Looking at these underbones, yeah, you mentioned McKinley Carl Paz. He's got a fantastic following in the Philippines, of course. Great sporting hero now already at the age of 20, I think he is. And Kid Aziz, he's the man sitting on pole. And just looking at his form since we started the engines at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, he's been there or thereabouts. He got the best qualifying time yesterday, and he won the Super Bowl shootout for the top 15 grid places this morning.
And that was pretty impressive too by Kid Aziz. He set the fastest ever underbone lap time around the circuit. Here we're looking at him now. And that was in damp conditions, so very, very impressive to do that lap time that he did. A 1 minute 2:36, sorry, 2 minutes and 30.8 seconds, when you consider that the track was damp.
And that he had no benefit from slipstream.
Yeah, no benefit from slipstream, which is a massive thing, especially at a track as long as this. It's 5.8 Ks long, and that back uphill straight is pretty incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we're looking now at Pirapong Louis Bung Peng. He's another rider that's looked good all the way through from the off yesterday morning. The only Thai rider in the class. And he qualified in Super Pole. I think he was third in qualifying, came through second in Super Pole.
Yeah, absolutely. He's really picked up his game as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how Pirapong goes in this one. But Wayu Nuguro, he's also another guy riding for Yamaha Racing Indonesia who's put himself up on that front row. So that's a pretty impressive start to the weekend for him. And we know what he can do when he puts his mind to it. And I mean, everybody at this circuit really are giving it their best shot in this one, because they know that everybody watches this Suzuka race. Absolutely they do.
And there on the screen we've got one of the new faces in this class this year, Gung Fakrul.
Yeah, he hasn't really done a lot, but he's certainly jumped up to prominence here, hasn't he? So really looking forward to him. Of course, Mahendra, Aldi Sataya Mahendra on the MX King 150 Yamaha. He's always, his name's up and about near the front, so he's going to be another guy that can take it to the punters out there. And this man here, another Uma racing rider, number 27, that of course is Hazik Faris. A guy to keep an eye on.
Yeah, another experienced top rider in this series, capable of winning any time on the distinctive purple Uma Racing Yamahas.
Yeah, I mean this race today, as you can see, the 3-minute boards come out there, and that is Kinley Nicole Paz, of course, another Uma Racing Yamaha Philippine team rider there.
And yeah, sorry, Steve, and flying the Philippine flag. He's got a huge following there.
Yeah, and pretty impressive for him too. McKinley Cole Paz, of course, leads the championship at the moment, so he's going into this one full of confidence.
Adib Brosley we're looking at now. He's a fast rider, but you're never quite sure which one's going to turn up. He's been very good here this weekend and qualified 8th.
Of course, that's Gun Me, the youngest racer in the field. Great qualifying position in 9th. 13 years old, I believe. The only Japanese rider in the field as well. So keep an eye on Gun Me on home soil. We could see a youngster mixing it up, and perhaps, I mean, I know that his goal will be to get himself on the podium. So Gun Me in front of the home crowd here, looking to do that something a little bit special.
Yeah, plenty of his rivals on the grid here are more than old enough to be his father.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fendi Rosley we're looking at, what we're going to look at in a minute. He's one of them, and Fazli Sham would be another one.
Absolutely, yeah. There's definitely some guys out there that can do that. But as the field clears, the riders will be about to head off on their warm-up lap. This race, 6 laps long. It doesn't sound like a lot, but there's a lot of turns here at the Suzuka circuit, 18 in all. Lots of overtaking opportunities, lots of blind corners, and it's a very difficult track to learn, especially if you're here on your first visit. I know you did a lap with the pace car. What did you think of the circuit?
Yeah, I was in the car that was inspecting the marshals, so it was a bit difficult to get an idea of the flow, but I mean, looking at it, and just looking how the going around the long turns and seeing what's in front of you, the plunging downhill, and of course before you get back to the start-finish straight, that car park of a chicane right at the end of the lap.
Yeah, you've got to keep an eye on that turn 18 as well. There's going to be some epic overtaking done into that corner, especially on the last lap. We'll see the riders set themselves up for that.
Yeah, and Steve, you know this track perhaps better than anybody at this circuit today, or even listening. But it looked to me like there's 2 parts to it: a sort of first technical part, and the second, which is mostly about all-out speed.
Yeah, it is. Like when you make that run out of the spoon corner and back towards the start-finish line, it really is impressive. You don't get much of a rest though, because at these racing speeds, you take a couple of breaths, just go through the gearbox, and before you know it, that 130R comes up and you're into that chicane. So you're always thinking about track position, and these races are in for a very tough and hard-fought race. The winner of this one is going to deserve the victory, that is for sure.
Absolutely. And we know Suzuka plays a huge part in every event. It's almost like it's a living thing. Let's look at the grid.
Akira Aziz starts from pole position with Pirapong Lumen Peng in second, Wairu Nagoro in third. Row 2 starts off with Agung Fakirul, of course, starting out at 4th. Aldi Satya Mahendra from Yamaha Racing Indonesia in 5th, and 6th is Haziq Fariz, and that is your second row. Row 3, of course, and any one of these guys can actually win this. It's going to be Agung Fakirul. We talked about him before. Agung Fakirul, of course, puts himself in 4th position. 5th is Satya Mahendra. And 6th is Satya Mahendra, and Haziq Fariz starts out of 7th position as well. Kyle Paz, who leads the championship, is back down a little bit. Adib Rosley, you can see there, is up there as well. 10th is S&D Factory Honda, Wawan Wello. He's a guy that could come well. Cardinals Racing Team's Rosman Saeed is in 11th, a good result for him. And Effendi Rosley, boy, when he puts his mind to it, even starting from that 12th position, Barry, it's not going to make that much of a difference. Row 5 sees the S&D Factory rider Cheryl Amin, who's always a good one to watch. Ayman Azman in 14th. 15 is Wayu Aji Trilaksana, another one that can do something special here. Fernando Masato starts from 16th. He's already had a race win this year. Fitri Arazli out of 17th, and 18th is Ahmed Fazli Sham, another rider that can feature up towards the front. Row 7 is a Richie Taraya. Keep an eye on him, he's always good. Fariz Sabri out of the number 57 bike, 20th. 21st is Mohamed Vitoni. 22nd on the grid, Gupta Kresna. Boy, that's back for him. Travis Hall, 23rd, who had problems in qualifying. Amrul Arif Musa rounds out row 8. Row 9 is Idlan Rugdan, Izzat Rukwan, and Nguyen Tun Than. 28th and 29th on the grid, of course, we've got Izzat Zaidi way down the field, and Nguyen Van Tan starts from 29th on his Honda Racing Vietnam machine. Yeah. Really looking forward to getting this underway.
Yeah, and looking at those names, all the way down to P28, you've got potential race winners. I honestly think any one of 20 riders could win this race. You saw Gupita Kresna in P22 on the grid. He won the race 2 here last year. He was 3rd in race 1, and he set a new lap record. And he's qualified down in 20 seconds. So literally, we know this from Underbone Racing. Anything can happen.
When you just saw the UMA Racing team there sitting in the pit, just having a last prayer, just keeping everything crossed that their riders can go well.
Yeah, always good to have a ritual before you start.
6 laps around this circuit. Who's your money on quickly?
A kid.
I have to agree, he's been fast all weekend.
If I was going to take him, I would take Pirapong because I think he looks really good. He is, of course, one of the... he's under the wing of Uichi, and Uichi knows his way around here. He won his first ever 125 GP at this circuit. And Pirapong is a really quick, really clever rider, so he would be another... I'd be surprised not to see him on the podium. Yeah, now I've stuck my neck out.
29 races lining up for this one. It's going to be an absolute nail-biter. It looks like everybody is now in position, and we are almost in the starters' hands. The red flag is out. We'll be waiting for the green flag at the back of the field, and there it is. Just about to get underway for race 1 here at Suzuka for the Underbone 150s. 6 laps around this circuit. And we're in the starters' hands now. The red light is on. We're getting ready for a start, and the light is out. They're away.
That was a good start for a kid from pole position on the outside.
Great start by a kid Aziz. It looks like one of the Yamahas have come up on the inside of him, though. And they've gone through to take the lead.
That might be Wayu Naguro that out-dragged a kid to the into turn 1.
Yeah, it's always going to happen, though, isn't it, with the slipstreaming effect that these bikes have. You can see Adib Rosley on the orange machine making his way first. Effendi Rosley there too.
Yeah, very good start by Adib Rosley.
Pirapong is up in that leading group as well. Good to see. And Agung Fakarul is up there too. A name that we haven't mentioned much this year. As they all head through the first split, it is Akid Aziz who leads from Pirapong.
Yeah, as we watch them go through this beautiful section of track where they just go from left to right in these sweeping snake-like curves.
Yep, and they head down now through to one of the hardest parts of this circuit. You can just see how close they are too.
Yeah, just gone under the famous bridge.
But and into the hairpin as they come around the hairpin for the first time in this 6-lap race now. It's Wayu Naguro, Mahendra is up there too. Good to see Mahendra. Cole McKinley Paz has made his way forward quite a few places.
Yep, I think I saw one of the other Philippine Uma Yamahas moving up as well there.
Oh, as they head into the spoon curve now. That looks like, is that Fernando Masato who's made his way forward?
Yeah, he came from a long way back.
Yeah, if it is. Could be, we'll know more soon. But now they get into the slipstreaming effect of this circuit. We're through the first split. And it can be anybody's at this point in time. There's Wayu Naguro just on the left. It's number 570 there. Of course, that's Mahendra who's in that leading group as well. And it's Mahendra who takes the lead so far through turn 18. Pretty clear. Look how tight it is through there, Barry. Very, very tight. But it is the number 570 machine of the Yamaha Racing Indonesia rider who is leading at the moment.
I'm just trying to see who it is on the yellow bike just behind. That's Wawan Wello.
Yeah, also it is Wawan Wello. Wawan Wello is right up there. What a great start for him.
Yeah, and Fazli Sham, who started from way back, was it 18th?
Yeah, Fazli Sham.
He's just gone into the lead.
It just goes to show you that qualifying doesn't matter so much in this game, but the 1XOX rider takes the lead at the moment. We've got a problem there. Got a problem there. That could be...
was that Fernando?
It looked like it. Looked like either that... But definitely one of the riders has pulled off to the side there. Couldn't quite catch his number. As they head through, hopefully we'll get a replay of that.
So that's in the lead there. Ahmad Fazli Sham showed the... oh, here we go. So that is Fernando Masato. No, it's not.
Is that Fariz?
Or is that a kid? I can't see the...
It's almost got to see the number of that bike
it's
there.
Fernando Masato.
Yeah, unfortunately, Masato out early on. Very disappointing for him, considering that he made his way through the pack. He's had one race win this year, so unfortunately for him, Masato is out. So not the start to this race that he wanted. Actually, it looks like it could be Hazik that's out. So they head through the chicane again and onto that back straight into the spoon curve. I mean, what's going through these riders' mind now? Do you think that they're just trying to make these different groups?
I really think in this class, Steve, it works like almost like professional cycling, like a kind of a peloton. They need to be there or thereabouts, and somebody's just gone wide at the spoon there.
Oh, that is close racing.
Another bump. So I was just going to say, nobody's going to take any chances at this stage of the race. They're just trying to keep themselves in touch, and there is a bit of bumping and barging going on.
Well, they're in the 2-minute 39 bracket at the moment, so still a way off. Oh, we've got another problem there from the number 18 machine. Unfortunately, that's Dib Rosley. He's got a problem with his bike. Dib Rosley is out now.
Shame for a Dib. If he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all, as the saying goes. He's been right up against it this year.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, luckily he can come back tomorrow and have another race. But unfortunately for Dib Rosley, he is out of this one. That means that up at the front we have got a Kid Aziz. You can see him heading into the back there. And Ahmed Fazli Shama's up there. Gupta Kresna has made his way forward. McKinley Cole Paz, of course, the championship leader, is in that top group as well, as is Triliksana. In fact, they're also all there at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, and there you go. Gupta has made up, how many places? 17 or 18 places to get himself up into third. And let's remember, last year, he was third in race 1. He won race 2, and he set the new lap record.
Wawan Wello's in that group as well, so good to see him up there. But the 10X rider up front is doing a really good job keeping things under control at the moment. Ahmed Fazli Sham. It's going to be unlikely that we're going to see a break, isn't it? I mean, everybody's going to be stuck together here. There's not anywhere that they can make a break.
Yeah, and I think if they do get away in the first part of the lap, then probably the slipstream effect is going to get whoever is in the lead sucked back into the, I'm going to call it the peloton for now.
Yeah, it is a peloton too. Akid Aziz up there doing a good job in this group. In the peloton, as you like to call it, Barry.
4, 8, 9, there's nine bikes. Just a little bit ahead of the others.
Yeah, I mean, in that leading group, we've got Akid Aziz, Ahmed Fazli Sham, Gupta Kresna, McKinley Cole Paz, who needs to be there. Triliksana, Wayu Triliksana is there. Wawanwelo, Nugaro, Aldisaitia, Mahendra is in there too. He's on the number 570 machine, just at the back of that group there.
Yeah, and then you've got Richard Turore, who's a very highly rated rider.
Akid Aziz up the inside now. Just moves himself into second position. But both the 10X riders are having a very good ride at the moment.
Yeah, the team are really hitting their form this year.
Of course, Ahmed Fazli Sham there, just on the left of screen, is right up there. Quite a few entries in this class, and with two in particular doing a really good job at the moment. But it is Akid Aziz who is somehow classed as leading this one at the moment. I don't know how they can keep up with that, because it's completely, they're just changing every corner, aren't they? Yeah. Look at this as they head into the hairpin chicane, 4, 5, 6 wide.
Yeah, that's it. And that, like I said earlier, is just like having to stop in a car park.
And it is, of course, the man who heads over the line, who is Wawanwelo, who leads this one at the moment, but he knows in his heart that by the time he gets to turn 1, he won't be there. Akid Aziz on the number 13 on the right-hand side slipstreams by, as does 46. That's Ahmed Fazli Sham, who's having a good race out there. He's in the lead more than most at the moment.
Yeah, he is. And Akid Aziz staying there. Wayuaji Triliksana in third. That's good to see, because he's well overdue a good result. He's a 2 times champion, 16 and 17.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you consider also he qualified 15th in Superpole to be up there near the front and in contention for a podium, if not a win at this stage. It's pretty impressive stuff for Triliksana.
Yeah, it was unlucky for him. He was third in qualifying yesterday, but his bike broke down on his Superpole lap this morning.
Gunmi fans, just to let you know, the young Japanese rider, the youngest rider in the field, is back in 12th position at the moment, so not in this leading group, but you can see how close it is. He's not far off the lead. A couple of riders run wide there, Barry.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at Gupita, who was up there in third. He's now down in ninth, and that's just how these races go.
Oh, it is. It's really, really hard to pick a winner in this one. Kyle McKinley-Paz just getting knocked wide a little bit there as well.
See the orange bike, I think there is, Pirapong Louis Peng. He's in about 10th or 11th position.
Yeah, he's actually easy to pick out, isn't he? Because although he qualified well, he's on the orange machine, so keep an eye on him. Pretty easy to pick out.
Yeah.
Well, one of the orange machines out there, I should say.
Yeah, orange 24, and Effendi Rosalie, who himself is a past champion, is 36, which is also divisible by 12. So these are the hooks that we use to keep tabs on what's going on track.
Absolutely. Wawanwelo has a look over his shoulder, as once again he knows the field are going to slipstream past him, so all he can do now is jump into that slipstream, which he does, and gets sucked up by half the field, unfortunately for him. But nevertheless, the group continues through. It's all going to come down to this final corner once again. Look how wide they are as they head in there. It's almost like the last lap.
Yeah, every time.
How do they get through there every lap? It's incredible. There's about 30 bikes. Oh, and you don't see that very often. A little 150 doing a wheelie. That could have been Mahendra.
Yep. So plenty of excitement. And Wawanwelo, who... He came into this class as a wild card in Indonesia last year, and he got some really good results then. I can't remember whether he won, but he certainly scored podiums, and he earned himself a regular ride in that SND team.
He certainly did, and I guess as far as the championship goes for him, he's the man on a roll at the moment. He finished second last time out at the Chang International Circuit, so he's right up there in the championship. With only McKinley Cole Paz in front of him, so he will be playing. That will be playing on his mind. The battle for the championship is in this lead at the moment.
Yeah, and through to the front now from 10th or 11th, as he was what seems just a few corners ago. Pirapong Louis Peng has taken the lead.
Well, it's a lot easier to see that orange bike now that's in front, isn't it?
It's a relief, really.
Well, it's a relief for him and the team. But has he done it 2 laps too early? And, oh, a bit of touching there, but it is Kyle McKinley-Paz who leads the way.
Yeah, plenty of contact there, but it's quite normal for these lads. There's nothing bad intended. If you try and find one of them in the pit lane, Steve, you'll never find...
Oh,
maybe.
That was that Wawanwelo saying use your head?
Yeah. Maybe some handbags there.
We've got a faller there. Not quite sure on the number of that machine.
I think it's our local hero Gunmi.
Yeah, could be Gunmi who's gone down, unfortunately. So looks like the young local has crashed out. So Gunmi from the SCK Honda Racing Rev team has gone out.
Yeah, and another change of leader now.
That's Kinley McCall Paz, I think, who's out front at the moment with the number 24, Pirapong Louis Peng, and another crasher. That is...
that's Izzat Zaidi. So that's both those YY Pang Yamaha machines out of this race. Dib Rosley went out early. That's a real shame for those guys. Stalwarts of the series, YY Pang. Great team, great people.
Yeah, it almost looks like that could have been a mechanical as well. I don't want to say, but he didn't look like he had too many scratches on that bike, and he was looking down at it. So perhaps, unfortunately for Izzat Zaidi, not the perfect finish for him. 2 laps to go. We'll be soon into the final lap of this epic race. And that's Kinley McCall Paz taking a bit of a shortcut there.
Yeah, he gave up a couple of places. I think race direction will probably be all right with that.
Well, yeah, there wasn't much he could do. Kinley McCall Paz is out. That must have been Izzat Zaidi. Oh, no, Kinley McCall, 1 lap to go. He didn't need that. Oh, we've got a faller.
Oh, that's a nasty one.
He looks...
The rider's okay, I think.
Yeah, he's okay. He's up. But as things start to amp up on this final lap, it's Akid Aziz up near the front there now. Things are starting to get serious.
Yep, and at the front, it's Pierrepont again. Pierrepont has returned to the front. He's been chased by Fazli Sham, and somebody else has gone down.
Oh, that was a quick crash too. Things are getting serious now on this final lap of 6. Yeah. But it is Pierrepont who leads the way from Fazli Sham in second. Is that Wawan Wello now who's moved his way up into 3rd position?
Yeah.
Richie Tarai's up there as well.
Yeah, that is Richie in 3rd position at the moment.
Yeah, good to see Richie Tarai up in 3rd position. Good job by him. But it's Fazli Sham who sits in the good spot at the moment. Up the inside. You've really got to put your thinking caps on now. You know that most of these other competitors are going to slipstream. You've got to put yourself in the right track position. Yeah. So head into the hairpin. Big overtaking opportunities. Up the inside goes the number 24. Stays out wide. Got to be careful not to get taken out there, Barry.
Yeah, they've got time. They're into the speed part of the of this 5.8 kilometre lap. Pierrepont looks comfortable there in 2nd position.
Yeah, he certainly does. If he can get that slipstream from the man who leads this race, he'll be okay.
Yeah, both Pierrepont and Fazli Sham took a look behind them. Experienced, clever riders. Pierrepont did a few seasons in AP250s, and there he goes, nice and clean through at the spoon.
Yep, but, he's got a little bit of a gap too, but is that going to be enough? Because as we've seen, this rear straight, he's run a bit wide, he looks over his shoulder, and he's already lost that lead that he had, so he is going to get chewed up by the bunch, and they start to come past. Looks like one of the XOX riders who takes the lead. Is that Trilixana?
Yeah, number 60, Trilixana, and Akid Aziz is up in the mix there.
Yeah, Akid Aziz up the inside. So head into the final braking area of this lap. It's going to come down to this next chicane, 3-4 wide, up the inside. Hard on the brakes. One of the 1XOX teams ride. Everyone's through as they head out now. It's going to be a drag to the line. And they head over the line. What a race. Drag race is so close. And we have the winner. The winner is Gupta Krishna. Wawan Wello in 2nd position, and 1-2 for the S&D Factory Racing Rapido team. What an incredible result. Do you think they're happy?
I think they're happy. Gupta came from 22nd to take another win. The second in succession at this circuit, actually. Yeah,
well, he certainly knows his way around this
That's fantastic.
field.
I was surprised to see him down the order in free practice and then, of course, in qualifying, because I spoke to him on Thursday while we were sheltering from the rain, and he was full of confidence, and I thought, there's a rider who's really got himself together. He's got everything he needs up top. Provided his bike's okay, he'll be good. And sure enough, he came through from 22nd position, and a great result for Wawan Wello. And I have to say, a welcome return to the podium for Wayoaji Trilixana.
Yeah, really good to see Wayoaji Trilixana, of course, on the 1XOX TWKR SAG racing team machine. Always a beautifully prepared bike that team put out.
Yeah, so that's 3 SND machines in the top 4.
Yeah, of course, with Shahrul Amin getting that 4th position on that 199 machine.
Yeah, and another good finish for Pierrepont Louis Bumpen for Team One for All.
Yeah, he's done a good job, hasn't he? Sort of like come from nowhere, and all of a sudden now he seems to be pretty competitive. So good to see him. Ahmed Fazli Sham, who led earlier on, is down in 6th position. So what a race it was. It was absolutely a nail-biter, as we expected.
Yeah, look how happy Gupta is.
And here are your results, of course. It's Gupta Krishna who takes the win. We weren't expecting that. Wawan Wello in 2nd position on his Honda. Good to see Honda up there as well. Wayoaji Trilixana on the podium. Good to see Shahrul Amin makes it a 1, 2, 3. Well, at least 3 in the top 4 for the S&D Factory team. Pierrepont Lumpeng, good for him in 5th. Ahmed Fazli Sham, another one of the 1XOX members in that top 6. Amrul Arif Musa in 7th. Reisman Said in 8th position on his number 97 Cardinals Racing team machine. Only 1.49 seconds off the lead and in 8th position. So probably a little bit disappointing for him. In ninth, of course, we have Mohamed Morobi Vitoni. 10th is...
The same as Asman.
Yeah, Asman, of course. And then 11th is Fitri Razali. 12th is Zachary Sabri. Akira Ziz fell all the way back down to 13th. Number 13 in 13th. And Fernando Masato also, who showed flashes of brilliance, down in 14th. The last point was picked up by Zid Raduan, and Wayunuguro fell back down to 16th position for him. 17th is Afendi Rosley. Travis Hall made a good recovery after the woes of the weekend to finish 18th. Hakim Radun in 18th. 25th, Gunmi, of course, quite a few non-finishers in this one. Azit Zaidi, Adib Rosley, Hazik Fariz, and Noyen Vutan not finishing the race. So unfortunately for those riders, but boy, how impressive for our winner, Gupta Krishna. He's
yeah, look at the happiness.
yeah, super happy to be down there.
Brilliant 1-2 for SND.
Good for Wawan, but now let's head down to your podium.
Wawan Wello from SND Factory Racing Rapido. And today's Underbone 150cc race 1 winner, Gupita Krishna from SND Factory Racing Rapido. We also like to invite the best team for race 1, SND Factory Racing Rapido, to join the riders on the podium. We will now proceed to the national anthem of Indonesia.
Lagu Indonesia paling lama sekali. Kadang-kadang kita kena cut half. Pandai-pandai. Aku punya time okey.
We'd now like to invite Mr. Stefan Carpia, the president of FIM Asia, to present the riders with the trophies. Coming in third place today, from Indonesia, Wahyu Aji Trilaksana. In second place, also from Indonesia, Wawan Wello. And today's race 1 winner, also from Indonesia, Gupita Krishna. And the best team award today goes to SND Factory Racing Rapido. Now I'd like to invite our guests to have a group photography session.
KQ, Steve.
Well, there you have it. What a fantastic Underbone 150 race we've seen here at Suzuka. But I tell you what, you don't want to go far, Barry, because we have got plenty of